US President Donald Trump is reportedly turning up the pressure on Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Trump has asked Netanyahu to redeploy Israeli troops and move them out of Lebanon and Syria. According to a report published by Axios, the exchange took place last week when the US President and the Israeli Prime Minister held a phone call. Trump has been pressing Netanyahu on Lebanon and Syria at a time, remember, when Israel is heading for a high-stakes election this October. Netanyahu has been arguing in favor of occupying territories as buffer zones. The argument put forth by Bibi that his move is necessary to protect Israel from another October 7-like attack. Domestically, remember, his alliance partners are pressing him to keep indefinite control over the occupied areas. The report cites an American official who claims that Trump told Netanyahu to redeploy forces as continued occupation creates tensions and could lead to a further escalation. Now, interestingly, the call took place a day after the US president held a meeting with his Syrian counterpart, Ahmed al-Shara, on the sidelines of the NATO summit. Let's quickly take a look at what areas Israel has occupied in Lebanon and Syria. In Lebanon, Israel has occupied southern areas. The IDF is now positioned 10 kilometers inside the internationally recognized border. Despite the mounting pressure from Washington, remember, Prime Minister Netanyahu has refused to withdraw forces from southern Lebanon. US-mediated negotiations between Israel and Lebanon are taking place in Rome. Both sides have agreed to a framework of partial withdrawal of Israeli forces. The arrangement is called pilot zones, where Israeli forces will withdraw and Lebanese army will be deployed. But the framework is yet to be implemented. Let's talk about Syria now, where Israeli forces occupied the Golan Heights from Syria during the 1967 Six-Day War and then later annexed it. After 1973, the Yom Kippur War, United Nations created buffer zone between Israeli-occupied Golan Heights and the adjoining Syria-controlled territory. When Bashar al-Assad was overthrown in 2024, Israeli forces moved further in the occupied areas in the UN-controlled buffer zone. United States has kept Israel out of its renewed military strikes against Iran so far. According to a report by CNN, the Trump administration fears that Israel's involvement in the latest confrontation could escalate the situation, fueling speculation about withering trust between both the leaders. In fact, Trump in the past has publicly admitted to his anger against Netanyahu, but the Israeli leader has always maintained that both leaders are still close friends.